Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to talk about mindless behavior.
Hey,
Mindless behavior was a boy band
hey,
that was put together in 2008.
I remember these little dudes came out, bro. Bro, I swear to, bro, these little dudes had grown women goddamn want to goddamn throw on some. I'm like, God damn, this shit is getting this shit is worse than Chris Brown at this point. This shit is getting insane. This shit is worse than who else B2K? This shit is fucking oh my fucking god.
Many kids auditioned for the spots, but Jacob Perez, later known as Princeton, Santo August, later known as Rock Royal, Ray Lopez, later known as Ray Ray, and Craig Crippen, later known as Prodigy, were chosen as the fourth for the group. The boys then began to train and dance and practice their singing for 2 years before releasing a record. The band then released their debut studio album, Number One Girl, in 2011. They embarked on their first headlining tour, called the Number One Girl Tour. In 2013, the band released their second studio album, called All Around the World, which came out on March 12, 2013. The group would go on several tours with different acts,
This is
with people
crazy.
like Justin
I
Bieber,
remember this shit
the
like
OMG
yesterday.
Girls, the Backstreet Boys, and Coco Jones, among others. But by 2014, the group would never be the same. After gaining success, lead singer Prodigy would lead the group after wanting to go solo and having issues with the group and management, leaving the remaining group members as 3, which they would add another member named EJ, but the group was dropped from Interscope Records, which they were signed to. Shortly after, group member Rock Royal was kicked out the group. Rock Royal was fired from the group for his gang involvement and misbehavior, including stealing a producer's car and beating up a drug addict. Rock Royal got involved with the 5-7 neighborhood Crips, a South Central Los Angeles gang located on the west side of South Central. The 5-7 neighborhood Crips are a part of an alliance
No,
known
they
as the 50 Crips.
turned the gay, they turned to some. No, they didn't turn into some. They remind me of my boy what the hell my boy what the fuck my boy that's so Raven. What's my boy name? Fuck, it'll come to me in a minute, man. Damn, that's crazy.
Which includes the 5-5, the 5-7, and the 5-8 neighborhood Crips. They're also part of the Neighborhood Crip Alliance and are allies to all gangs affiliated with that, and rivals to gangs that go against the Neighborhood Crips. Ray Ray by 2015 will lead a group, leaving only Princeton as their original member. Ray Ray will be replaced by a kid named Mike. In 2016, Mindless Behavior will release an album called Official MB Music, with Princeton being the only original member in the group on the album, with additions to the group being EJ and Mike. The group would disband by 2017 though. Now the original 4 members of Mindless Behavior would embark on different paths after they was kicked out.
Orlando
or
Brown,
left from the
yeah,
group.
that's my boy.
Now Princeton was the
That's
last
my
remaining
boy
member of the
name.
group before the group disbanded. He would go on to act
Hey, that's my boy name, Orlando Brown. Yeah.
in a few shows and movies and continues to be
Damn,
music.
they done turned
He
to
even
some
crossed over genres
gangsters.
and has put music out in Spanish, but he still drops pop songs and still taking music serious. Now the original leader of the group, Prodigy, he would later go on to say, while he left the group in an interview, Prodigy would go on to say that the management of the group was bullying him and also try to push him away from the other members of the group. Today, Prodigy still continues to do music and is dancing and does events teaching choreography, and he still tries to push to bring the group back together to do a reunion.
Okay.
Ray Ray would take a break from music, but later came back to music and started acting. Him and Prodigy had even been together, working doing events together and performances. But a full reunion of the group probably would never happen, with Ray Ray and Princeton having beef over what Ray Ray would say that Princeton was talking behind his back a lot. But Ray Ray's image that you see on his IG and what he appears like looks completely different from a video and song he did in 2021. Ray Ray appears in a song singing a hook for Rolling 60 rappers, RS, and New Jack, which are known Rolling 60 Crips from a young clip from the 60s called Score Gang. The song was called Glaucoma. In the video, you see everybody carrying guns, and Ray Ray is even talking about shooting ops. Now he went from a little dude singing love songs to cripping and shooting out ops with the Rolling 60s. Now lastly,
crazy.
Rock Royal's story is easily the craziest and most destructive of the group. In July of 2014, Rock was recorded beating a man and he posted the video on his own IG. The video was later posted to YouTube and shared by thousands of people. In the video, Rock walked over to a man who was kneeling over a bike and started punching him multiple times and ended with a kick to the face. Rock would then go to Twitter and make multiple posts stating his side of the story. He was stating, one, I'm just a little one out here on my own. No mom, because she stayed taken from me. And no father, because he wasn't around at all. You guys will only know half of my story, and that's what's on screen, and definitely not behind the scenes. By this time, Rock was already locked in with the 5'7" neighborhood Crips and gained the nickname Mad. He was dissing enemies and committing crimes. 4 months later, in November of 2014, Rock was tagged as a main suspect after a BMW of a producer named Chris Clark went missing while at a studio session. Clark had left his keys on the table in the studio, but when he went to leave, Rock and the keys were gone. Clark would later go to the police. A month later, in December 2014, it was announced by Rock that he'd been removed from the group Mindless Behavior. In 2015, a year after being released from the group, Rock began working on his solo career as a rapper and singer, but that wouldn't last long. In February of 2016, Rock was arrested and charged with both robbery and battery. In April, he accepted a plea deal for 2 years in jail and began serving his time. After being released, he went back to his street ways, and eventually, he would be rearrested, and by 2021, he was in prison again. Rock's earliest parole date is in 2028. Of recently, Rock started going viral with his latest jail pictures, which many people didn't know he was in jail or didn't know he was a gangbanger. Many people would have comments about this, like A-Tray Gangsta rapper Mad North, who would comment about beating Rock up in the past.
Yeah, homies, yeah, we whooped Cuz ass. Cuz homies ran, they left Cuz. Cuz fell in a Slauson. We beat Cuz, bro. We jumped Cuz, but Cuz had 6 niggas with him. It was 6 of them and 4 of us. We stumped Cuz. That's all it was.
Now, the group Mindless Behavior went down on several factors, from management, inner circle beef, and gangbanging. And possible reunion probably would never happen, with still ongoing beef and Rock Royals cripping, leading to him going to prison. This will conclude this episode.
That's one thing I learned. You can't never say never, man. Anything possible, bro. But damn, I always was like, damn, what the fuck happened to them boys? Like, they just disappeared out of nowhere type shit. That's crazy, bro. This shit be like that, though, man. This shit, and then especially, man, I don't know what Hollywood doing to them young folks out there, boy, but shit tearing their ass up, man. But man, shit, I send blessings upon them boys, man. Get they shit together.